Now at 8, a heartbroken East Bay family pleading for answers after a father dies in the custody of Alameda police. We're live where vigil is being held tonight.
And one day after the murder conviction of Derek Chauvin, federal police reform is back in focus, where lawmakers stand on the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act.
Plus another mostly dry winter leading to 2 Northern California counties to declare a drought emergency. Good evening. Thanks for joining us for KRON 4 News at 8 o'clock. I'm Ken Wayne.
And I'm Catherine Heenan in for Pam Moore. A vigil is underway in the East Bay after the death of a man in police custody. His family, his friends demanding answers on what happened. KRON 4's Teresa Stasio has a story from Alameda.
Following the incident, my family, we're still in disbelief. But
that is Jerry Gonzalez, and this is Jerry's brother, Mario Gonzalez, pictured with their younger autistic brother, who Mario cared for.
It was, he was a father, he was the oldest brother of 4. He was a caretaker.
Mario, a 26-year-old Oakland resident, died Monday while in police custody, and now his family and others want answers. There is an ongoing investigation, but this is what we know right now. Alameda police say that they received a call Monday morning, April 19th, of a male who appeared to be under the influence and suspected in a possible theft. Police say that when they arrived, they attempted to detain Mario, but state that a physical altercation happened and Mario had a medical emergency.
He was not charged with a crime, and he was a healthy man.
Jerry says the family wants to talk with the Alameda Police Department, and they want Mario's body, but neither has happened.
In the initial report about calls, again, we were not sure they were in regards to him. We're not sure if Mario was under the influence of anything. We don't think so. But again, because his body has not been released, as the family, one of our demands is that the body be released so that we can have our own independent autopsy done, right? So that we can get a little bit more answers. But till today, the mom has not seen Mario. Jerry has not seen his brother.
Outside agencies now involved include the Alameda County District Attorney's Office, the Alameda County Sheriff's Department, and an outside agency to examine the case.
And he was an intelligent, humorous, noble man who still had a whole life ahead of him and really didn't deserve to have his life ended in this way.
And we are here live in the city of Alameda. You can see behind me, Ken and Catherine, there's about 200 people that have gathered here in Alameda. They're family, friends, as well as supporters of the family, the Gonzalez family. Jerry kind of over there in the center. While they are waiting for answers, we do know that there is an autopsy underway. Toxicology in these cases usually take a couple of weeks to find out if there was any kind of substance inside Mario's body, if that may explain something that was going on. But in the meantime, the 3 police officers also involved in this case, they're on administrative leave, which is normal department protocol. Reporting live here in Alameda, I'm Teresa Stasio. Back to you.
Teresa, there's a lot of renewed emphasis on the language police use when they describe these situations. And in this case, you're saying that they called it a medical emergency and that there was some kind of a situation. That's incredibly vague. That doesn't really mean anything. So we don't have any idea on what the situation was, whether there was some kind of physical confrontation, weapons involved. We don't know any of that. And we don't know what the medical emergency was, whether there was some physical injury or a heart attack. There's just nothing there that police have us giving us any idea about what happened.
And I reached out on that to the police department today, but they told me to reach out to the other agencies that are now picking up that investigation, and everyone telling me that everything is under investigation. We do know that the fire department was here, but we don't know if he was deceased at the scene, if he was taken. There again are so many unanswered questions, and that again is why the family's so frustrated, because they say that they just don't know. I mean, he left home, he was taking care of his autistic brother, he has a 4-year-old boy, and nobody really has a very good understanding about why Mario didn't come home. Ken?
All right, Teresa Stasio, thanks very much.